Alright, it's your boy, it's your mans. It's officially Big Demi Hours, and I think you know what that means. It just means we're doing another Bonk review. You know, a little while ago I uploaded a review on the first Bonk's adventure, and this may come as a surprise, but it wasn't very good. I mean, to be fair, give it a few months, who knows how this one will age. Can't all be winners. Right, Bonk 2. The character Bonk was meant to function as a mascot of sorts for NEC in the TurboGrafx. Which makes it silly then that they ported the game to about 1,000 other platforms. Make no mistake, I'm not complaining. More versions is actually pretty interesting to me. Bonk's Revenge drops it down to 2, TurboGrafx and Game Boy, which makes sense. And it's the TurboGrafx version I'm going to be playing. On the Wii U. The Virtual Console is usually how I play older games like this. They even got Genghis Khan 2 on there. I didn't know they made a second one of that guy. Alright, for real this time. Bonk's Revenge, let's do this shit. It's not even the right fucking controller. Okay, this is new. There's a difficulty select now. Practice, Intermediate, and Expert. It actually looks like it only changes the length of the game though. Mama didn't raise no bitch. We playing the whole thing. Oh nice, from the outset everything looks super bright and vibrant. Much more alive than the first game. Bonk's sprites are about 1,000 times more detailed too. Also, I'm pretty sure this is a hate crime. The controls are virtually unchanged though. You're still walking, jumping, bonking, eating butterflies, you know, usual stuff. But that's not to ignore the best thing that you can do in these games. But have you noticed something? Namely that they nerfed his friggin' spin float? He doesn't spin nearly as fast, you don't get nearly as much distance out of it. And you can't turn as easily, it takes forever. You'll have until the end of the second stage to make peace with that though, cause now we got mini fucking bosses. Yeah, you know they went all out when we got mini bosses. They do that thing I like where mini bosses are introduced and then later become just regular enemies. Love that shit. Another thing that I forgot to mention in the last video is the power-ups in these games. See, it's a 2-tiered system. You can get the first one by grabbing the small meat. I know some of y'all got practice with that. This one lets you stun enemies both by bonking the ground and by using the stun gas attack. Tight. If you get the small one while powered up, you get to the second stage, which you can also do by getting the big meat. It still allows you to stun enemies by bonking the ground, but you also get this rad fire attack. Actually, I'm not sure I'm even allowed to show this one. There, that's better. And hey, remember the Jack Frost from the first game? In that game, they were tallied every world. They gave you extra lives. Here, it's to the same end. There's this bonus stage type thing that takes you to a train level where these little dudes give you extra lives and hearts based on which one you got to. The Grinch is here, I don't fucking know. It's really in your interest to grab those Jack Frosts. Hell, even if you suck ass and get none, Bonk's still smiling. He's having a good time. What a good sport. Jack Frosts are a lot more scarce in this one. You're less likely to find them out in the wild and more likely to find them in the new bonus stages. Full disclosure, I suck at these. Collect items, avoid fireballs. I mean, yeah, generally I try to. Okay, come on. Almost got this one. Oh, it's over. It's over. Bonk's over. Turn the cameras off. Go home. It's over. The bosses in this game range from easy peasy baby to genuinely frustrating. This dinosaur dude jumps across the map so goddamn fast that I feel like I'm not really equipped to outmaneuver him, so it feels like it just comes down to luck. At least he can freeze you in place before he attacks. That's good. Fuck! Or this one. It's like every time I go to attack her I end up taking a hit myself when I really shouldn't have. Which, as you can imagine, really takes a toll on your hearts. Around the 3rd or 4th world is really where you go. It's just Bonk 1. It's just Bonk fucking 1. I struggle to think of even a single new mechanic here. There's more enemy variety than game variety, really. Admittedly, they integrate enemies into the level design pretty well. Like here, where you have to bounce on this enemy to get across without killing him. Or where they put the Spectre dude at the bottom, with you platforming while trying to dodge his fireballs. Not bad. The enemy roster is actually pretty good. My favorite is this one. She's a total thickie. Uh-oh, guys. Thickie alert! Actually, no, this one's my favorite. What can I say? It was a different time. Okay, so our second final boss is this guy, who's clearly supposed to represent a bird, but he flies by flapping his legs. His legs! What the hell is this? That leads us here, to Drill's moonship. Now, at first I thought this was going to be a boss rush, and that's not entirely wrong, there's just a level before each one. It's cool, you can do them in any order, like a Mega Man. There's Spook Tunnel, an Ambush Tunnel. I mean, it's a pretty dogshit ambush if you're telling me about it. It's at this part of the game that some of the difficulty spikes show. The funny rare meme frog from earlier is one of those. The bubbles are just brutal, you're going to get hit. Or while you're swimming here. The crab claws shooting projectiles are fine. I mean, it's a bit faster than I can swim, but it's fine. But then there's these piranhas I gotta hit. Otherwise they'll stick to me and drain my life, and it's like, well shit. That's a decent challenge, but then you start hiding the claws behind the pillars. No. The boss rush here is where I actually found out you can kind of cheese this one boss by just dodging his one stun attack and then just getting one hit in. This is also where I discovered that you're apparently supposed to jump on the figure skater's leg to get a chance to jump in and hit her. No. Okay, all four down and the final elevator labeled Moon Pyramid is open. This is the real shit, do or die. Okay, so it's actually just this punk again, but after him, then it's real shit, do or die. The final battle with Drool is actually way less of an ordeal than I expected. His main attacks are meteors, which are easy peasy and recycled from an earlier boss. Icicles, even more easy peasy and also recycled. Missiles. Dude, just don't jump, Lamau. And get this, moving horizontally. It's funny, because there's not just a precedent for this guy being tough as nails, but the difficulty spike I mentioned earlier made me get pumped. But you can just stunt on this guy in a few seconds. Maybe they received a lot of complaints last time, because that boss fight was brutal, but this is a bit easy. The moon is reunited, and Princess Za, who's apparently in this game, kisses Bonk, and Bonk horny, you all love it so goddamn much. Oh, look at him! Look, he's sad. Nope, apparently he's angry. Okay. Actually, nah, whatever this emotion is, I don't want nothing to do with it. Bonk's revenge makes it sound like this time he's back to the vengeance, this time he's out for blood. But honestly, my biggest gripe with the game would be the opposite. It's iterative as fuck. If that's something that bothers you, then you probably won't get too much mileage out of this one. But if not, and you've got an hour to kill, you could do a hell of a lot worse than Bonk's revenge. No, get out. I'm serious, no end skid or nothing this time. We blew all of our budget in the last Bonk's Adventure video. I don't know how we're gonna end this one.